Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to your daily transfer update and match preview for the Carabao Cup second round against AFC Wimbledon tomorrow night. And guys, with the days getting less and less until the window closes, all sorts of news is coming out. Things are exploding into life and there is plenty of stuff to get into tonight. Packed show, as I said, the match preview and all the transfer news to get through, people. So make sure you smash a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And we've got the breaking news that Man United have submitted a loan offer for Marc Cucurella. £2 million, Chelsea wanting 7. I suspect we'll probably meet in the middle at 5 somewhere. That's the big breaking news in the last hour or so. We've also got the news that Chelsea had an approach for Emil Smith-Rowe rejected by Arsenal. Will we go back in? Who knows? Let's wait and see on that one. But there has been an approach made for Emil Smith-Rowe. Trevoh, Chalobah and Bayern Munich, those talks seem to be heating up as well. But apparently reports that are saying he had a medical are wide of the mark. Not true. But negotiations between Chelsea and Bayern are absolutely underway. There was also a story coming out as well saying that Burnley are working on a loan deal for Ian Martin. But that was before the Cucurella loan stuff came out. So maybe that slightly changes the situation there as well. And then we've got the Wimbledon stuff as well. You know, Chelsea still got a few players out for injury. Pochettino saying that some of the academy boys are going to be part of the squad as well. And yeah, we get our Carabao Cup campaign underway tomorrow night as well. So there is loads and loads to get into. So make sure, as I said, people, you smash the likes, you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And let's say hello to a few of you people in the chat, and then we'll get this show on the road. This club is a mess after those news. They want to send Cucurella now, Martin. No, the Martin stuff came out before the Cucurella stuff came out. We're not going to send both of them on loan. Felix is an absolute no. Cherky doesn't look like happening. Rafinha, look, maybe, who knows? We can't let Martin and Cucurella leave. No, I agree. We won't let them both leave. I'm pretty certain of that. I think Chelsea should move on from Smith-Rowe. Can't see him leaving Arsenal. Fair enough. I don't trust Chilwell and his injuries. What's the harm in keeping Cucurella as backup? No, I hear that. I mean, look, the way that these talks are advancing, it must mean that Cucurella is keen on the move. If he wasn't keen on the move, then maybe, you know, things wouldn't be advancing, you know, at the rate that they are. Obviously, Martin is still here. He can play left back, although he's not played left back at all during the pre-season. He's operated in the front three. I don't really know what's going to happen. Let's wait and see. Why do we always help our rivals? They won't even let their third choice come to us. No, I hear that. We need to get Cherky. I'll be honest, I can't see Cherky coming, but who knows? The names of the attacking players coming in have made me rather not bring anyone in. No, I hear that. A few people have been saying that. It's not exactly what you would deem sort of the most exciting names. I think that's fair to say. There's nothing that sort of gets you on the edge of your seat and gets you excited. I do hear that. But whatever our thoughts are on that, we do absolutely need to bring someone in because we are short. Whilst Nkunku's out injured, we are short in the attacking area. Yes, big up. Yeah, Cucurella almost gone. Yeah. Yes, Jacob, big up. Oh, evening, Lobo. Jose, big up, my guy. Why did we even try to sign Smith-Rowe? Well, I don't know. You always try, I suppose. Yes, my guy, I hope you're good. Can't believe that a match tomorrow isn't being televised. Yeah. Apparently, there's literally, I mean, obviously, you'll be able to find it on some sort of dodgy stream as such. But yeah, there's no actual worldwide broadcast of it anywhere at this point in time. I don't think anyone's picked it up, which is kind of strange. And so, big up, hope you're good. Chelsea under-18s playing 85 minutes as the MK Dons. Fair. Cucurella gone, Martin staying. I think it looks like that could be happening, but Martin needs to sign a new contract. Absolutely. Dybala's not going anywhere. That clause expired at the start of August, I think it expired. So yeah, that one is off the table, 100% off the table, not happening. I want to keep Cucurella. I don't want to. We're not selling him. It's a loan. And obviously Chelsea clearly don't fancy him. He's clearly not really part of the plans. But we do need Martin to sign a new contract for this to make any sense. I don't think we can sanction this loan deal until Martin commits his long-term future to the club. Anything in the Frimpong news? Not seen any of that. I mean, I don't want to definitely say no, but I guess it's a possibility. Martin on loan will be a big mistake. I don't think we will. We're not going to loan both these guys. It's going to be one or the other. Yes, big up, bro. Hope you're good. What about Sancho? There's been nothing in the Sancho stuff. I mean, I'd love it to happen, but I can't really see it. Yes, big up Wes. Hope you're good. If Martin and Cucurella both go, it will be no, they won't both go. Man United was close to losing to Nottingham Forest on the weekend, and we have them in the weekend. Yeah, but Forest are shit away from home. Yeah, I like Cucurella. I actually think he's decent. Look, he had a very good season at Brighton. We probably overpaid for him. I think that's fair to say. Didn't have the best season last season, and now I think Chelsea are probably slightly thinking that we rushed into it, and it was a little bit of not a panic buy, but maybe a mistake given we had Lewis Hall, given we had Ian Martin on the books as well. Yes, Roseanne, big up. Big up. Right, guys, let's dive into this breaking news. Let's run these likes up. 92 people, 96 people in the building already, only 32 likes. Let's get this to 50 likes as quickly as possible, people. So smash a like as soon as you come in, hover over that thumb button, give it a click, and let's get on with this then, people. The big news that obviously we had this kind of rumblings breaking on Saturday night that, United have been in contact with Chelsea, but now we've had it confirmed by Fabrizio, confirmed by David Ornstein, that Manchester United opening bid sent to Chelsea for Marc Cucurella after talks revealed 2 days ago. Understand loan fee offered is in excess of £2 million. Chelsea want more. Chelsea apparently want £7 million for the loan. Talks ongoing to make it happen. Cucurella open to joining United since Saturday. Deal is very much on. So the deal is on for Cucurella to Man United. I think we're well within our rights to ask for a decent loan fee. I think £2 million is taking the piss. No two ways about it. But it seems clear that ever since the Luke Shaw injury, Man United have been set on Cucurella as their number one target. There have been talks of, obviously, Marcos Alonso not keen on the Man United move. There's been talks of Sergio Reguilon, Nicolas Tagliafico at Ajax as well, someone that Ten Hag has formerly worked with. But it appears clear that the number one priority for Manchester United is Marc Cucurella, and talks are ongoing between the clubs right now. Obviously, as I said, Chelsea want more than what United have offered so far in a $2 million. I think we'll probably meet in the middle, maybe somewhere at 5, maybe 6. Let's wait and see. I think it could be 5 or 6 million. Also, potential for buy options to be included in there as well, as a possibility. I mean, I don't think there'll be an obligation or anything like that, but there could be an option to buy potentially. We will have to wait. We'll have to wait and see on that front. But yeah, he is the number one target for Man United. It's kind of weird how this has worked out, because I think it's clear that a lot of Chelsea fans would have liked to. Chelsea would rather this is from Bobby Vincent, Football London. Chelsea would rather a permanent deal, but with such little time left of the window, they may be forced to settle for a loan move. So it's clear that Chelsea aren't really rating Cucurella. I mean, guys, what did we think of the Cucurella signing in the first place? Because who do you want as a 10? We'll get into that in a sec. Yes, big up. 4 days to go. Who's closer, Sancho or Smith Rowe? None, but I'd probably say Smith Rowe is closer than Sancho. Probably gets done at 5. I would agree. Brahim Diaz from Madrid. No, he only just went back there. How do you know there will be an option to buy? No, I don't know, but they're discussing that possible buy options could be included. It's not a guarantee, but those options will be discussed. What I do find slightly odd is this idea that we're so quick to write players off. I get it, the manager doesn't fancy him or whatever, and we've got someone like Ian Martin, but what I don't want to see is, if Ben Chilwell gets injured and Ian Martin's not up to it defensively, I don't want people that have been hammering Cucurella to then be coming on and saying, oh, well, we shouldn't have loaned him out. We know Ben Chilwell's injury prone. Well, no, hang on a second. You guys don't rate him. You wanted him gone. And so I don't want to see any moaning from people that wanted Cucurella out to then be saying, oh, we shouldn't have loaned him because Chilwell picks up a lot of injuries. I'm sick of it. I don't want to hear that shit. Inexcusable. One bad season when everyone was bad and we bin him. Yeah, I think he could do quite well there. It's going to be interesting though, because let's be real. He had some decent games for Chelsea, particularly that one Dortmund at home in the back three. I don't think coming into Chelsea last season with the way it was helped him. I also don't think him being, played in a different position pretty much every time he played helped him either. But what I would say is he obviously didn't perform as well as he should have done. But at the same time, neither did anyone really. So it's a strange one. It is a strange one. It's clear that Poch doesn't really rate him. Cucurella has not played a single minute. It will be interesting to see whether he plays tomorrow night or not. Poch seemed to suggest in a press conference that he would get minutes, but obviously that was before all this came out. So maybe that slightly changes the landscape. I don't really know. But does Poch see Ian Maatsen as a left back? Because hasn't played left back once in the preseason. In the minutes he has played in the Premier League, hasn't played left back. Do we think that Maatsen is going to be used as a left back? I mean, it would just, I don't want to sort of speak this into existence, but it would be just our luck that we loan out Cucurella to United and then Chilwell gets injured. I don't want to speak it into existence, but it would be just our luck. What we got going on here? Yes, Niven, hope you're good, brother. No, they weren't. Absolutely not. I thought it was a really good signing. I thought, you know what? Yeah, we overpaid. City didn't want to go above 49. We did. We definitely overpaid, but you know, we were constantly going on about having decent competition because we moaned so much about having Marcos Alonso at left back as backup, and that, you know, we didn't have two decent options there. No one was against the Cucurella signing. You know, yes, we overpaid for sure, but no one was against it. It certainly wasn't a bad signing. I think there are many players in our squad that Poch doesn't rate. Yeah, I get that. I get that same feeling as well. What time does the window close this week? Friday. It's normally 11 p.m. I actually don't know what the main. I don't know what the main closing time is, but it's normally 11. It's normally 11, isn't it, or something? 11 p.m. No, this is another one. Look, if Cucurella does go, which I think is looking likely, that's going to be the situation that occurs as he moves on. Then Poch is going to have to see Maatsen as a left back. I don't want to see any of this business where Levi Colwill gets shunted out and he gets used as the backup left back. I don't want to see that. Utter garbage going on there. Chalobah to Bayern, yep, talks are taking place, but nothing massively advanced as of yet. We will dive into that a bit later. He deserves this season to get a chance and improve himself, especially if Sterling and Gallagher can get their chance. I also agree on that. I mean, if it was down to this fan base, we would have sold Sterling this summer. Colwill is first choice left back. We have Chilwell and Maatsen. I mean, Colwell's is not a left back, but yeah, I definitely think you are the Thomas Tuchel signing. Maybe Pochettino, don't rate him. Pochettino. Cucurella was the best option from all the players we were linked with. Yes, big up, Nick. Hope you're good, my guy. Sterling wasn't the best last season, and look how he started this season. The same with Conor Gallagher as well. He's had a really good season. Look, I know those guys. I know Sterling was obviously more of a first choice than Cucurella was, but you know, there would be opportunities there for him to play, and that, you know, I wonder now how this has transpired, whether we actually could have ended up keeping Lewis Hall. I know obviously you can't, you know, keep someone on a premise that, you know, another left back gets injured at a club and then they come in for Cucurella. But, you know, it does make you think that maybe we'd held on to Lewis Hall a bit longer, then this would have been a bit better for us. Cucurella's 5-year deal. Yeah, Maatsen, this is the thing as well. Maatsen needs to sign the extension. Obviously, with Cucurella moving on, maybe that makes it a bit easier for him to sign that extension. But yeah, he absolutely does need to sign the extension. There's no two ways about it. He's got to sign that extension. I hope it turns out well in the end and we sign a perfect forward and keep the best left back. Never wanted Cucurella, didn't see the reason to buy, never rated him at Brighton. He was very good at Brighton. I mean, if you didn't rate him, fine, but he was very good at Brighton. He was awful, just like Koulibaly. Unless you have Premier League credit in the bank like Sterling, then you don't get to have a shit first year for our club. Well, bear that in mind then. If anyone else has a shit first year, then I mean, I think you need more than a year. I think you do need more than a season. You can sign a sheet so you have 12 a.m. We did it, yeah. But yeah, so 1st of September, 11 p.m. Yeah, Colwill at left back. Yeah, I hate seeing Levi Colwill at left back. Yeah, if they signed the sheet thing, yeah, it can be extended, but it does close at 11 p.m. I would not play Chilwell. I'll give him the night off tomorrow and save him for the weekend. I also agree on that. What is everyone else saying here? Are you worried that we're going to make a panic signing last minute of the window? I hope not. But let's wait and see what happens. But yeah, this Cucurella stuff, people. Chelsea, obviously, ideally, we're looking for a permanent. Not really any takers there. It's an interesting one. It is an interesting one. Cucurella on loan to Man United. Like, this window has been so mad. Imagine at the start of the summer, guys, if I'd said to you, with coming up to 3 days left in the window, I would have said to you that Mason Mount and Marc Cucurella would be teammates, but not at Chelsea. They'd be teammates at Man United. I mean, we would have been like, yeah, absolutely no chance. But that seems to be the way that we're heading, that Mount and Cucurella are going to be teammates at Man United. Guys, 150 of you locked in already, which is big numbers, guys, big numbers. Make sure you get those likes up, people. No excuses for this not to be on 100 likes. So let's run those likes up, guys. And subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. It would be greatly appreciated. We are 17 away from 6.1k. That could be doable tonight. So if you're locked in now, you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, people. What else are people saying about this Cucurella thing in the chat? Yeah, I'll try and line up a panel to drop in every now and then on the deadline day, for a great show for sure. But I'll definitely be live for 2 hours, probably 9 till 11 until the window closes. We got rid of most players we bought last summer. Yeah, we actually have. Obviously, Fofana's injured, Sterling's injured, but Cucurella looks like it's going out on loan. We've got rid of Aubameyang. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. We got lucky with Mount and Kai, but if we keep giving rivals our good talent, it's going to bite us in the bum at some point. Yeah, look, I don't think Cucurella is going to be the difference between, Man United, being an absolutely ridiculous team. But, obviously, look, in a sense, we are helping them out. But if there's a player that, we don't rate and, he wants to, maybe Cucurella wants to go as well. I think Poch could have been potentially maybe quite happy to keep him. But at the same time, he's just like, well, look, if he wants to go and play somewhere else, you got Ian Martin, let go and play somewhere else. We can't rid of totally does deserve another season to prove himself. I agree. Cuckoo can go to bench. Martin and Chilwell are so similar, it makes sense for them to be the left back, left mid, left wing that Poch seems to want. Yeah, potentially. Look, if we are operating with that system, then Martin is a much better fit than Cucurella to sort of play in that left wing kind of position. I absolutely get that. Do you think Lavia will get some game time in the League Cup? Well, not from what Pochettino was saying when he said he needed a few more weeks, but it can't be ruled out. Great business is when they're just one more attacker than we're cooking. I agree on that. You named one Cucurella game where he played well. I mean, look, I can't remember all of them, but there was the Dortmund one, away at Leicester as well. He was decent. He has had good games. Look, I can't remember them all, of course. Martin should sign the new contract now. We clearly have given him the pathway of this decision. I agree on that. I actually don't know, because this is obviously before we tried to bring in those incentivized contracts. This is when Bowley was like acting as the sporting director and stuff. So look, it wouldn't have been like ridiculous, like 200k, but I imagine it's more than 100k, I would have thought. Poch doesn't rate him. It's been reported that he's unimpressed with him. Yeah, I have seen those reports. Obviously, we're never going to know the full extent, and I don't think that was going to be the case, but you just never know. Maybe that is the case. Who knows? But yeah, it looks like Cucurella is edging closer to joining Man United on loan. They need to up their offer. We want 7. They've offered 2 so far. I think there's going to be some sort of compromisation there. Ben Jacobs adding that Man United are optimistic of securing Cucurella on loan from Chelsea. Cucurella is keen on the move. United decided yesterday he was the priority from their targets to cover Luke Shaw. United prepared to increase their first offer. So yeah, that's look. I think it's clear that this is eventually going to happen. This will happen. Can't believe the game's not being showed on TV yet. We're linked with Felix again. Yeah. Oh, this is always going to happen. When the club are linked with, when we're linked with attackers, right? We need an attacking player. Every man and his dog's going to get linked in the last few days. It's just the way that it goes. But yeah, Pochettino made it clear. His first thing he did when he came into Chelsea was to say, "I don't want João Felix." And the club have not changed their stance on that. So anything else saying that is just untrue. Yes, Felix would be open to a return. Of course he was, because he wants out of Atletico Madrid. But look at the sources. Probably more reliable sources in my fucking cupboard than what's being put out there in regards to João Felix. Yeah, I would second that as well. Yes, big up my guy. He has had some good games. I just don't know if he was ever. Look, I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, do you know what? Oh, we should never have signed him. I was bang up for the sign. I thought it was a really good signing, and I thought he showed good moments, and I think he did deserve another opportunity this season before we made a decision. He's not a bad player. I would agree. I just maybe ultimately maybe he just isn't right for us. I think that's the fair thing to say. No, Madueke it's been a fitness thing. Madueke was in the under 18s at Spurs when Pochettino was there. Mudryk, I just think he needs to find something. I don't think Poch doesn't rate them. I just don't think. I hope Chelsea win the League Cup this season. I tipped us to win the League Cup this season. Let's hope we don't fall at the first fucking hurdle. Enzo, Caicedo, and Felix look out of league. Mudryk and Madueke picked up injuries. Yeah, I get that. I think Felix would ball under Poch. Nah, I don't think so. He's just lightweight. He's got more yellow cards in his career than assists. Guys, 30 more likes to the 165 locked in. Let's run these likes up, people. Otherwise, Cucurella is going to end up staying at the club. So run the likes up, guys. Another 30, 166 locked in the building. Let's knock these likes off. And keep smashing that subscribe button as well, guys. Closing in on 6.1k. I think we need about 12. There's about 15 more subs to go on that. So let's try and knock those ones off as well. Who would I like as the 10/winger? This is the tricky question because I don't really know who it's going to be. I really don't know who it's going to be, people. We will get into this in a sec. But, I mean, just to briefly answer this question, my choice for the 10/winger, I mean, it would have been Mohamed Kudus, but that ship has now sailed. So, for me, I would say it's a really tricky one. I mean, I'd probably go Ferran Torres personally, out of the sort of names that have been touted about. I would probably say Ferran Torres, Premier League experience, can play 9, can play 10, can play wide. He's the most versatile, so it sort of ticks all the boxes in my opinion. But let's wait and see. Yeah, it was a 40 million bargain, but I think at the time though, was there really space for Nkunku and Maddison? I know you can say strength in depth, and quality in depth. I 100% get that, but I don't know if Chelsea want 2 number 10s on first teamer wages, if that makes sense. But I absolutely would have gone for it. Yeah, brother, I hear you on that. Off the ball, no good. There's a reason why no one really wants him, because I'm not saying he's shit or anything. He's clearly an immensely talented boy, but there's a reason why no one wants him, because he doesn't work hard enough off the ball. And when he's on the ball, he doesn't contribute enough. The output's not great either. Yes, Carlos, big up my guy. Let's not forget, Felix got sent off on debut. Yeah, he did. Felix is the best man in that position. I mean, I disagree. Did they figure out where they're in the game? No. As it stands right now, unless someone picks it up sort of during tonight or picks it up at some point tomorrow last minute, then the game's not going to be broadcast anywhere. And everyone's going to have to hope they don't get sent to prison for illegally streaming it. Torres for me. No, thank you, mate. I appreciate it. Chelsea's the greatest football club at sales and letting go of Deadwood. Yeah, no, we do. Pedro Goncalves is one that can play on the wings also as a cam. Yeah, again, that name has come up. That name's come up a lot. It's not for me personally. I don't want neither if we're not 100% in. I agree on that. But I hear what you're saying because the names aren't that exciting. But guys, we cannot stick with what we've got. There's not enough firepower, not enough options there for us to keep what we want. It's as simple as that. It really is, in my opinion. We can't not do it, not sign anyone. I get it. You don't want to just bring someone in for the sake of it, sure, but we can't just not go with anyone because we are really short. What about Federico Chiesa? No, not for me. Hasn't been the same since that injury at ACL. Gallagher leaving? No, I don't think so now. I really don't think so at this late stage. And I think also he's kind of proven himself under Poch so far. I think Pochettino likes him. And I cannot see Chelsea getting an offer that they would deem as acceptable in the last 3 or 4 days. So I think Gallagher is going to end up staying. That's my opinion. Gallagher will stay. Turkey's the baller. We need him. Yeah. What sort of fee for Torres? I've absolutely no idea because it was just linked as a name on the list. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Yeah, bro, there's quite a few of these. What are we saying? Like, are you saying exchange, ticket exchange, or just people that have got them in general? I've seen quite a few people, saying they've got a lot of spare. They've got spares on Twitter and stuff. But yeah, I'm sure if you want to go, guys, and you live in London or you're not too far away, go on the ticket exchange as well. I'm sure there's quite a few tickets on there as well. I'm pretty certain it won't be a sellout. Rather than panic buy, get nobody. I agree on that. More on Smith Rowe. We're going to jump into Smith Rowe. Yes, the poet, big up. Yeah, guys, run the likes up. We are almost at 100 marks. 17 to go, people. We have to get Felix again if we don't get anyone else. No, I'm really not on this Felix hype at all. Need to get Cho and Sarr off the books. Yep. Who will be our backup left back? Yeah, it will be Martson. It will be Ian Martson. That is the situation right now. It will be Ian Martson. Gallagher has upped his game this season. Surprised me. I agree. Crazy if Gallagher left. Only got Caicedo, Enzo, Lavio, and Leslie. Yeah, exactly. I don't think so. Why don't we just test the water and bid for Cherky? Look, I think if that was the case, we would have already done it. It seems clear that, maybe, Chelsea aren't that keen. There's not really been an awful lot on Cherky at all. But, we could be doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So let's wait and see what happens. But yeah, people, this Mark Cucurella stuff, I'm going to get onto Chalobah stuff later. He probably is, but it's not done yet. So yeah, Cucurella, Chelsea and United are just trying to sort out the details now of this loan deal. A bit of negotiation is needed, but Cucurella looks like he will be imminently joining Man United. So yeah, that looks like that is exactly what is going to be happening. Cucurella to United on loan. Don't know if there's going to be a buy option or not. So let's wait and see what happens. But yeah, that is a move that is edging closer, and you would expect that to be wrapped up in the next few days, certainly before the deadline. So Cucurella, United have submitted their first bid, 2 million loan fee. Chelsea wants 7. Negotiations and talks are ongoing. So let's wait and see how this one progresses over the next day or so. But it looks like Cucurella will join Manchester United on loan. And that is something I never thought I'd be saying this summer, that Cucurella is going to go to Manchester United for the season. That's kind of a mad one, but such as the transfer window, such as football, throws up all sorts of scenarios that you never deemed would have been possible. And Cucurella to Man United is one of those, but that should be done in the next few days, people. Let's move on. It's almost 200 in the building, guys. Big numbers, big numbers. Final 10 likes. Let's run the likes up. Keep hitting that like button, guys. And subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, guys. Trying to hit 6.1k tonight, if possible. And we are on 6,087. So we need 13 more subscribers. I'm sure there's 13 out of the 200 of you in the building tonight, right now, that haven't subscribed. So please do hit that subscribe button. And let's move on. Let's talk about attacking players now, guys. And Chelsea have had an approach rebuffed for Emil Smith Rowe. Article from Sammy Mockbell in the Daily Mail. Arsenal rejected an initial approach from Chelsea for Emil Smith Rowe. Arsenal are not keen on selling. Sources have indicated that Chelsea have a willingness to include players as a potential sweetener. Now, whether Chelsea are going to look to go back in for Smith Rowe is another question. I don't really know what the asking price is. Let me just bring this article up now. But I get it with Smith Rowe because, one, fits the right age, Premier League experience, and versatile. Those are all three. Boxes that we are looking for. Output, he's a goal scorer. He can create as well. The numbers aren't, amazing, but I think I wouldn't hate this move. Does it move the needle as much as we need it to? Not necessarily. Could we get someone better? Yeah, sure. But have we got the time to go and do this? I don't think so. Again, as the James Dimmer said, it's homegrown too. Again, the injury record is not great. I do absolutely agree with that. If Cucurella smashes it at United, would we keep him or sell him? I think it just increases his value. I think it's clear that unless Cucurella has a worldy time at United, I just don't see how I don't see Pochettino necessarily changing his mind on him. that much, but I could be wrong on that, people. I could be wrong on it. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let me just go on this article and see if it adds any more sort of meat to the bones on this Smith Rowe thing, because Sammy Mockbell is pretty decent. So Arsenal have knocked back an initial reproach from Chelsea for Emil Smith. Excuse me, for Emil Smith Rowe. Pochettino wants to add an attacker. Yeah, we know that. However, Chelsea's overtures have been met with short thrift by Arsenal, who have told their London rivals they do not want to sell their England international to a team who are direct competitors. Sources claim that an offer way above market value may tempt the Gunners into selling before Friday's deadline. However, as things stand, there appears to be minimal chance of that deal taking place. Sources have indicated Chelsea have shown a willingness to include players as a sweetener in any deal with Arsenal. Maybe Malang Sarr? Smith Rowe's long-term future at the Emirates is unclear following a difficult 12 months. The 23-year-old has not played a single minute in the Premier League for the Gunners this campaign. He was of interest to West Ham earlier this summer, and he could generate further interest heading into the final few days of the transfer window. So yeah, not too much more to add on that, but an offer way above market value might tempt them. Sounds like it's the sort of thing that Chelsea would do. Make an offer way above market value for someone in the last few days of the window. Panic stations is kind of what we seemingly specialize in. It's mad how the last few days of the window seem to bring about so much panic in people, in clubs, in people, in the way that we operate. Yeah, it is kind of a mad one that happens. But Smith Rowe, look, what are we saying on Smith Rowe, people? What are you, man, saying here? Yes, big up, my guy. I hope you're good. Arsenal should not reject us because we sell them some of our good talents. I mean, what good talents have we sold Arsenal? Cucurella to United shows owners are clueless. If he grew up in the 90s hating United, I don't think I don't have a massive problem with it, to be perfectly honest. Like, if it's better that his wages are off the books or whatever if he doesn't want to be here and the club don't rate him. Yes, big up, Nick. Hope you're good. Who's better in your opinion, Smith Rowe or Gallagher? They're different players. Smith Rowe is definitely more attacking. So I'll probably say, look, I mean, to be fair though, when Gallagher played as a 10 at Palace, Smith Rowe's never had a season as good as Gallagher's did at Crystal Palace. Yeah, over 100 likes. We're going to try and hit the 150 likes. I think we should definitely get there for sure. 101 likes on the board now, people. Any Jamaican fans in here? Yeah, let us know. Gallagher for me. Do we see the away kit at Bournemouth? Well, we did last season, so hopefully this time round we will. But it is taking quite a substantial amount of time for us to see any other kits other than the third kit right now, which is fucking annoying, really. I don't understand why the away kit's not on sale or the third kit's not on sale. Very different players, agreed. Smith Rowe's injury prone. He's already played last season. I'll be even considering this. We have already made Arsenal for 65 mil. You don't go back and give him the change. Injury prone. Yeah, Marcus Edwards is someone that that the club have looked at but haven't really acted upon any of their interest. Arteta hasn't used Smith Rowe at all. No, he hasn't. Go for Smith Rowe. Not hyped, but wouldn't mind him. Look, I wouldn't say no to it. Marcus Edwards has 52 million release clause. Yeah, again, Edwards could be one to watch potentially. Chelsea have looked at him before, as I've said, but I'm not really sure that happens. I mean, look, to be honest, guys, I've literally got no idea at all who this attacking signing could be. Literally not got a clue. Jadon Sancho, I mean, I wouldn't be against that. Can play wide, can play 10. Talented, hasn't quite happened for him at United yet. I think that would be a good one, but maybe not. Marcus Edwards. What's being said about Marcus Edwards on Twitter? I think he's a cold baller. I mean, according to Record Portugal, wow, this is interesting. According to Record Portugal and Foot Mercato, which must be Portuguese outlets, they're claiming that Chelsea will trigger the 60 million euro release clause of Marcus Edwards. Portuguese reports that Chelsea have not yet made an offer to Sporting for their winger. However, Poch is very interested in his profile. He can play both as an attacking midfielder and as a right winger. In last season, he played 50 matches and got 12 goals and 7 assists. I mean, look, we got to take, record Portugal with a pinch of salt. Yeah, they are pretty good with the Enzo stuff, and then they said that Agate to Chelsea was virtually a done deal, and it wasn't. And then obviously that Agate stuff weren't true. But I mean, Marcus Edwards is an interesting profile. Yeah, not top talents. Marcus Edwards, we don't need another injury prone, trending him up. Eze would be great as well. What do you think of Chalobah to Bayern? Yeah, a chance of happening. Bayern are looking at everyone, really. Again, depends what Chelsea want. £50 million, and they want a permanent deal. I don't think they're going to get that, but let's wait and see how that advances. We will know tomorrow. They'll have to move soon. They will have to move soon. I'm not too against that move. Usually, when an Arsenal player joins Chelsea, they have a good career. That is true. Remember record Portugal on Agate? I do remember that. Yeah, guys, this is what I've been saying. Like, they're looking at Braithwaite as a forward. Now, I don't know if that's as a replacement for David or as competition or just extra bodies, but I've said, guys, that Jonathan David could potentially be one to watch for Chelsea in the last few days of the window. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen, but I think there's a chance maybe that we go in for him. I like Edwards. 52 million for Edwards, but we don't pay 40 mil for Kudos. How old is he? Edwards must be early 20s. Cucurella won't strengthen United like Mount hasn't and won't, so don't know why some are worried about us learning him there. Plus, once Shaw's fit, he'll be on the bench. Yeah, I do tend to agree with that. Once Shaw's fit, he will more than likely be on the bench. I'm going Edwards and Torres. I mean, I'd be shocked if we got two. Edwards, maybe we do get Edwards, guys. I mean, maybe we do, people. Maybe we do. I'm not happy. I'm happy to get rid of another 8 squad members this week. I think we will get rid of sort of a few more. I would be very surprised if Chelsea did go back in for Emile Smith-Rowe or tried again. I think it was an initial approach, sounded them out. They're not keen to join. I mean, but again, do we have any players that Arsenal might want that we're trying to shift? I mean, would Arsenal want Callum Hudson-Odoi? Probably not. Would they want Malang Sarr? Probably not. Who else are we trying to shift out? I wonder if there's any other players that we could maybe include in a deal. I'm not really sure. I don't really think there is, to be perfectly honest. Guys, 176 in the building, only 107 likes. Let's try and get this up to 130 likes, guys. So make sure you smash a like, hover over that thumb button, give it a click. It massively helps out. So please make sure you run those likes up, people. But yeah, Marcus Edwards is an interesting one. Not really one that I considered. It has been reported that Chelsea have looked at him. Let's bring it up on the screen now. Obviously, former Spurs player. I think Spurs Academy. Didn't play for the first team, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, both those publications, as I said, reporting that Chelsea will trigger the 60 million release clause of Marcus Edwards. We've not yet made an offer to Sporting for their winger. However, Poch is very interested in his profile. Well, that interest has got to turn into something else very, very quickly because, as I say, we are running out of days, people. We are running out of days. I wouldn't be against this. I like it. But again, it goes against what we're looking to do, what we've said, though, in terms of Premier League experience. Pochettino wants someone ideally with the Premier League experience, which is clearly why we have gone for Smith-Rowe, or looking at Smith-Rowe. So, yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Like, he wants the Premier League experience. So Jonathan David doesn't tick that box. Neither does Marcus Edwards either. Chalobah swap for Smith-Rowe. That's never going to happen. And straight swaps never happen either. Maybe we get us a price for number 10. Maybe. We got Humphrey still. Yeah, he might stay. Again, Humphrey's probably go on loan. I don't see Humphreys going on a permanent anywhere. Maybe a loan for one of the youngsters to Arsenal. Just wait until we hear. Yeah, go for Edwards. You have points to prove after. Yeah, look, Edwards, I wouldn't be against it. 12 goals and 7 assists last season. Not too bad at all, really. 12 goals, 7 assists. You know, that's not dreadful. But what else we got going here? They can have Burstow. Yeah, they could have Burstow, absolutely. But right now, there doesn't seem to be an awful lot more on Chelsea's pursuit for an attacker. That those Portuguese reports on Marcus Edwards, but nowhere else reliable reporting that. And then why is Malang Sarr trending now? Let's have a quick look what's going on here. Well, apparently Chelsea are looking, so this is according to Nizar Kinsella today, Chelsea are looking to sell a host of other players before the transfer deadline day. Martson and Gallagher face uncertain futures, while the Blues are still trying to sell Callum Hudson-Odoi and Malang Sarr. There have been some reports from Italy saying that Malang Sarr, Roma would like to sign Malang Sarr. Is Uncle Jose going to help us out again? Apparently there's interest maybe from Fenerbahce as well, but we do need to get this guy off the books for sure. But in terms of an attacker, guys, we obviously had the links with Smith Rowe, Ferran Torres and Rafinha, Marcus Edwards. We had the approach of Smith Rowe today. So yeah, there's not really an awful lot more news to add on the attacking side of things, other than the big news on that front was the fact that we had a bid rejected. They're not bid rejected, we had an approach rejected for Smith Rowe. And we're going to have to wait and see whether we do go back in for him or not. That's going to be the big question. Do we go back in for Smith Rowe? I'm not sure if we will or not. Marcus Edwards could be one to watch as well. Maybe Jonathan David, maybe Ferran Torres. There's just we should have gone for Gordon last window. I don't think so, not for me. When are you doing the match preview against Wimbledon? And it'll be on this stream. Once finished going through the transfer news, we'll get a little match preview going as well on here. Maybe PR possibly. How many signs do you think we'll make before deadline day? I'll be honest, we're on coming to end of play Tuesday, and we are on what? No real progress, at least publicly, on an attacking signing. I stick with one more. If we make 2 more, fantastic. But for me, the way things are going, I think we're just going to sign 1 more. And you know what? That isn't a complete disaster. I don't think that's a huge issue, 1 more coming through the door. But let's move away from the attacking signings now, people, because I do want to get into the game as well. So let's bring this up on Trevoh Chalobah. Obviously, the news started to filter through last night on the show. Yeah, obviously, Trevoh Chalobah, a lot of stuff going on with him to Bayern. There was a report saying that he'd undergone a medical with Bayern, but that's reportedly untrue. Told stories about Trevoh Chalobah undergoing medical tests at Bayern are wide of the mark. No medical in London or Munich as of now. Negotiations between Bayern and Chelsea took place. Chelsea insists on a permanent deal or no way. So obviously Bayern are now looking for a replacement for Benjamin Pavard, who's gone to Inter Milan for 30 million euros. Keen on Chalobah, reportedly also keen on Eric Dyer, which is interesting. I mean, yeah. I mean, Tuchel's talent ID, by the way, people, is something else, isn't it? It's something else. Like, what is going on there? What on earth is going on there? You know, Eric Dyer, if that's true. There were links with Scott McTominay as well. I mean, there has been all sorts going on, guys. There has been all sorts going on. But yeah, I think the McTominay stuff is probably bollocks. I'd find that so hard to believe. The Chalobah stuff, though, he does definitely want Chalobah. He's keen in Chalobah for sure. It's likely Jackson goes to the AFCON. Yeah, we definitely cover for him, let alone competition for a place in the starting lineup. I agree. But we're not going to get it. We're going to get someone who can play centre forward, but we're certainly not going to get, in my view, we're not going to get an out-and-out centre forward. But Chalobah to Bayern Munich, I would be keen on that. I think it's a good move for him for sure. Versatile, can play right back, can play centre back, can play holding midfield if necessary. So yeah, I think it's I think it's a decent one. I think it's decent. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame because I think Chalobah's been good and he's done really well. Bro, it's not on TV anywhere. Not on TV anywhere. You'll have to find a stream for it somewhere. It's not on TV at all. No broadcaster worldwide has picked the game up, which is a little bit of a surprise, really. But yeah, no one's picked it up. So yeah, so that's what's happening there. Chelsea are asking 50 mil. That's a bit much. I think 50 mil is fair in terms of age, in terms of years left on a contract as well, and his versatility. But I do fully appreciate that, I think if we can get 35 for him, I think that's good. But I don't think it's outrageous to ask for 50 mil given in this market. This would be a really good move for him. And I think it also would be great. It's great to see more English players going abroad and trying things out abroad. I think that does make a big difference for sure. Makes a massive difference on that front. So yeah, I wish him all the best. Let's see if this deal can get done. Bayern want a loan with a buy option. Chelsea want a permanent. I suspect we'll come to some sort of agreement. I suspect we'll come to some sort of agreement for some sort of agreement. I think it'll be end up being a loan deal, to be perfectly honest. Do I think Disasi's better than Chalobah? It's probably yes, just not an awful lot in it, but I think just. I think just he probably is. And well, the club certainly thinks so. Otherwise, they wouldn't have signed him. Can't wait until Nkunku comes back. I agree. I really like Chalobah. Never let us down. Good move for him. Did João Felix actually put Chelsea back on his Twitter bio? I have no idea. I don't think so. Want us to win tomorrow? Domestic Cup, only chance of winning a trophy. Well, it will be. We're not going to win the league, so absolutely is our only chance of winning a trophy for sure. Guys, 181 in the building, 124 likes. Let's run the likes up, people. Run the likes up, guys. Make sure let's get this to 150. Another 25 likes, 175 locked in the building. If you're not smashed the like, guys, hover over that thumb button, give it a click. It massively helps out. So please do hit that like button and subscribe as well, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Help me on my way to 7,000 subscribers, people. Become part of the community. Join the 6,000 of us already here. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, people. We're looking to hit 6.1k tonight if possible. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. We are still 13 away. So come on, guys. Get hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done so. It's free and it takes seconds. But yeah, Chalobah to Bayern Munich. No, it's not on TV anywhere. It's not on the app. It's not on anything. Which is kind of a mad one, really. So the only way you're going to be able to see it is if you go to the game or if it's on a dodgy stream. That's the reality of the situation. But yeah, but Chalobah to Bayern Munich, there's definite interest there. They're keen on it, 100% keen on it. Yeah, 100% keen on him. Let's wait and see what happens. I'll try and see if I can find a bit more info as to what the exact status of the deal is at this point in time. But Chelsea want. So Ben Jacobs saying that Chelsea want 100 million to let Gallagher and Chalobah leave this week. In other words, they're both not going. 50 million asking price for Chalobah. We know that. No deal's close. It may still end up happening, but it seems the German champions are assessing a variety of options. So yeah, it could still happen. He's again. Bayern looking for a Pavard replacement. We know that. Let's wait and see how this one plays out, people. Let's wait and see how this one plays out. I think for a club is money, unfortunately. Yeah, agreed. Sad to see Chalobah leave. He has been loyal and he's a decent player, but it helps FFP. I think it's a mistake to let Cucurella go. Martin isn't finished the article yet. He needs to mature. I agree to a certain extent. Yeah, should be able to get one of those. Should be able to get one there as well. But people, that's pretty much the transfer news for now. Let's dive into the game tomorrow. And for the first time in a number of years, We are in the Carabao Cup second round because we had a bottom half finish. What a time to be alive. Carabao Cup second round against League 2 AFC Wimbledon. Obviously, looking to get on the road to Wembley, advance to the next round, 100%. That's exactly what we want to be doing. Pochettino saying that he wants to win every competition he's in. That's what we like to hear. The injury list, as you would imagine, is quite extensive for tomorrow's game against Wimbledon. But to be honest, whatever team we put out, we should be able to see them off. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. Injury updates on Friday. So Ben Marbella-Shield's still out. Marcus Bettinelli's still out. Broga's still out. Chalobah's out. Chukwuemeka's out. Fofana, we know about Carney, Fofana and Reece. Mudryk is still undergoing a rehabilitation program. So much for only a few days. So, all the same absentees as we expected. But the Carabao Cup, for me, people kind of turn their nose up at it a bit. They laugh at it a bit. But it's one that we should absolutely be taking seriously this season. There's no excuse not to. We're playing once a week. We should be putting out strong sides in this. We should be putting out strong sides in the in the cup. There's no excuse not to be putting out strong sides in the cup. There's going to be some of the academy lads involved on the bench, I'm sure. And a trophy is a trophy at the end of the day, and we need to get a trophy on the board as quickly as possible. This represents the first chance to do it. It probably represents, of course, draw depending, but it's probably the easiest chance to win it in terms of amount of games needed to get to the final, in terms of how seriously other teams take it. So, yeah, we need to be taking it seriously. And I actually think the League Cup's a good one to win. Mourinho, when he first came, took this cup very, very seriously. And we won it. And it's the first opportunity to win something. And it gives you that belief under a new manager, new group of players, that you think, right, we can win. We are winners, and it gives you that motivation and that push on for the rest of the season. So, yeah, I think it's one we should be looking. We should be easily winning. Washington and new keeper won't play. No, they won't. No Washington tomorrow. London Derby have to treat it as such. Agreed. What about FA Cup in January? Yeah, of course, for sure. So these are the players that are out missing, kind of what we expected. So, yeah, I mean, other than that, this should be a very straightforward afternoon. Forest on Saturday will follow, of course. I think this is I don't want to say it's an easy game, because no games are easy. You've got to treat them all with respect. But this is an opportunity for us to give some of the younger players a go, some of the younger guys a run out, and assess some of the academy lads as well. It's interesting that Bergstrom, Humphreys, Moreira, and Burstow not involved in the under-21 games tonight. They all trained with the first team today as well. So they should be involved in some way in the squad tomorrow. So, I mean, people, let's dive into. I mean, I'd love to get both for sure. Yeah, we're going to dive into the predicted lineup now, guys. So yeah, please do join in with me and let me know who you'd like to see and all that sort of thing. I've gone with a 4-3-3. Again, we might not see this, if I'm being totally honest. We probably may not see this, but this is the formation that I would go with. So, Poch has already confirmed that Sanchez will play in goal. Petrovic is not some sort of visa issue. In terms of the right back, yeah, it's kind of mad. Bang on. Look at West Ham's confidence in winning a trophy. Yeah, I agree on that. City have loved the League Cup as well. Used to pray just to win the League Cup 70s onwards until 97. Yeah, Sanchez in goal. Yeah. Prediction on Wimbledon. You think Wimbledon are going to beat us 4-0? Are you sure about that, bro? You're saying that Wimbledon are going to beat us 4-0. Guys, 12 more likes as well. 12 more likes, people. So run those likes. Let's get it to the 150, guys. Come on, people. Let's get this to the 150 likes, guys. 12 to go. Smash that thumb button. It's really important. It really helps me out. Silver Knight off. I agree. Right back. Well, we've only got one option. I mean, unless he plays the Sassy there, but no, I'd find that strange. For me, it'll be Gusto to continue. He still needs to get up to speed a little bit. Yes, he was good against Luton, but yeah, as much football as he can get. And we can always take him off when we're in a commanding position. Left back, I would have said Cucurella for me, but I'm not sure whether Poch will start. I don't know if he's in the right. Petrovic's not ready yet. It's been some sort of visa hold up. Would I go Gusto, and would I go? I would have said Cucurella, but is he going to be left out the squad because of the Man United interest, or is he still going to, or is he going to play? It's a tricky one to kind of, it's a tricky one to work out, people. It is a tricky one to work out. I'm not really sure what we're looking at here. Yeah, it's a tough one, this. It is a tough one. I'm going to go Martin. I'm going to go Martin at left back. I think for me, if Cucurella's head's not in it and he's on his way out the door and he wants to move, he shouldn't be playing. So I'm going to go Ian Martin at left back. It'll be the first time I would have seen him at left back as well. Centre halves, for me, I'm going Bashir Humphreys. Had a really good pre-season. Deserves his opportunity. I'm going Humphreys. And I'm also going Levi Colwill as my two. I think, youngsters, get them playing, all deserve a chance. Look, it's a young back four for sure. But yeah, that's what I'd go with. Humphreys, Chalobah's injured, by the way. Chalobah's injured. For me, I'm going Colwill, Humphreys, Gusto, and Martin. In midfield, I think as a number 6, I don't think Lavia is ready to play. So as a number 6, I'm going for Big Leslie. Ugo Chukwu. I'm going Leslie Ugo Chukwu as the number 6. I think it's a really important time to see him play. I mean, who are we going to play as a number 8? I mean, are we going to play Gallagher? Are we going to play... I mean, we don't have that many options here, if we're being totally honest. We don't have that many options at all. I mean, do we play Caicedo and Gallagher again? I mean, what other options have we got in midfield? We don't really have that many other options in the midfield. I mean, it's kind of mad, that. It is kind of mad. I mean, a lot of you people are saying Caicedo and Gallagher. What other options have we actually got that can play in there? Yeah, Lewis Hall would have been ideal in this situation. For me, yeah, maybe we do go. Maybe we do go Caicedo again. I mean, it seems a bit mad, but he's not had much of a pre-season. I suppose we can take him off as well. Oh, I mean, fucking, let's just do it, guys. Let's go it. Caicedo and Gallagher as the midfield two. There's no other options there. There's no other options there. Academy kids, I don't think there'll be any starting, but they'll certainly be on the bench and could come on. That's for sure. That I do think there's a possibility there. Random academy player and Caicedo safe starting for the weekend. Caicedo needs minutes. I agree. On this, then, this is what I would do for my front 3, guys. I'm going to go on the left. Let's go. I'm going to go Moreira on the left. Moreira. Madueke. So Moreira, Madueke, and then Burstow up front. That is what I would go with. I mean, other options potentially. Breyer again, not fully fit. Yeah, the squad depth is not great right now with the injuries we've got. Yeah, he can, but I don't think he'll start. I don't think he'll start. What else have we got going on here? Oh, Ugo Chukwu. Have I spelled Ugo Chukwu wrong? K-W-O. Oh, I've spelled it wrong. K-W-O. Is that? I'm going to check that. How do you spell Ugo Chukwu? Ugo Chukwu. No, it is. It's U-G-O-C-H-U-K-W-U. K-W-U. It was right. K-W-U, yeah. That's what I'd go with. Again, the only other possibility, I still don't see it. I still don't see it. The only other possibility I could see here is he plays Disasi at right back, or he plays Martin as part of the front 3. Martin goes up to play on the left. He plays Colwill at left back, and then he plays Disasi and Humphreys in the middle. That is another potential option that we could see at this point in time. But that's what I'm going to go with. The only other option, as I said, could well be Martson pushed further up. Colwell goes out to left back, and Disasi comes in to partner Bashir Humphreys. That is a possibility. Washington, it's too soon for him to play. He's already said he's not going to play. Maybe Zach Sturge gets a chance as well. Yeah, potentially, but I think that's more likely from the bench. These guys won't all be included in the squad, but that is what I would go with tomorrow for me. I mean, look, we've got Sanchez in goal, Gusto, Colwell, Humphreys, Martson, Ugochukwu as a 6, Caicedo and Gallagher, Madueke, Moreira, and Burstow. I mean, look, there's not... the mad thing is, there's not much rotation at this point in time in the midfield. Yes, Enzo gets a rest, sure. But other than that, we haven't got that many other options. Ugochukwu's in. Obviously, Lavia would have played in this game, but I don't think he's going to be ready to play in this game, certainly. At my point, at this point, I don't think he's going to be ready to play. Again, could it be a back three again? Probably, but who knows? But this is what I would go with, people. And I look at that, and it's not a bad team. There's some decent rotation in there, and it gives some of the younger players an opportunity to go and play. Oh, it's Ugochukwu then. You don't pronounce don't pronounce W. Oh, I see, right. So yeah, I mean, let's wait and see. Let me just quickly answer this. 2 seconds. Mate, can I bring you back in 5 minutes? I'm just gonna round out a quick stream.
No problem, buddy.
All right, nice one, mate. Cheers. Bye. Yeah. So yeah, we got obviously Sanchez. Yeah, this is the team that I would go with. I think it's decent. I like it. But let's wait and see what happens. Angelo would have been decent as well. Of course, he's obviously gone on loan. But yeah, guys, this is obviously, the Cup's a good idea. No, I don't think Gallo will be sold. No, because I think he's done really well this season. Poch likes him, and I can't see an offer coming in that Chelsea would deem as suitable for him. So no, Lavia on the bench. Yeah, I think that could happen. Does anyone know how long Mudryk is injured? Well, it was meant to be a few days, but he's still... I think he could be fit for this weekend. Hopefully be fit for this weekend. That's got to be the aim. But I mean, yeah, look, guys, I mean, this is more than good enough to beat AFC Wimbledon at home. I think it'll be similar to Luton in a sense. We'll have a lot of the ball. Wimbledon will sit deep. Yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Look, I don't know on Lavia. No one's asked about him. When Poch was asked about him before West Ham, and he said he's not ready yet. Could be a few weeks. I took that as maybe after the international break, or maybe he could get some minutes in this game. Let's wait and see. He did ask for a small squad, absolutely, and a small squad is fine. But when there's injuries, it can spring sort of a few problems for you. It can definitely spring a few problems for you. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see on that front. But look, I think that's a good team. It's more than good enough to get the win, guys. I mean, we should be comfortably winning this game. I mean, people, what are you going for a score prediction? Let me know your score predictions in the chat. For me, I'm going to go 4-0. I think we're going to win this one 4-0. It's going to be a 4-0 for me. I know that seems like quite a lot. We beat Luton 3-0. I think we're going to go 4-0. 4-0 for me. Get your score predictions in the chat, people. But I am going 4-0 Chelsea against Wimbledon. Absolutely going 4-0. For me, no. I'm not afraid to say that. I'm going to go 4-0. What have we got here? Got a couple of other 4-0s, 3-1. We've got a 6-0. Martson's first goal. We've got a 4-0 there. What was this? I don't know if you've seen, but apparently, yeah, we've gone through that earlier. Interesting option for sure. But only 2 outlets in Portugal reported it. No, there's been no reports from anywhere else on that. Yeah, fair. Worried Awoniyi going to bully our defence on Saturday like Antonio did. I wouldn't be surprised if Awoniyi scored. He scored at Stamford Bridge last season as well. So yeah, let's wait and see. We've got 4-0 Jackson hat-trick. Fair. Petrovic can't start because of a work permit. We've got 2-0, 5-1, 13-0 would be unbelievable. No, he won't be able to play against us on Saturday. Match is not televised either. No. Easy win for us, 3-0. Yes, Lobo, big up yourself, brother. 5-0. Fair. We got a lot of confident fans in here, and rightly so, guys. Rightly so. We need to score a few goals. Let's get it done, people. Let's get this done. Let's bang a few goals in. Get our League Cup campaign. What's it? Roma fans welcoming Lukaku at the airport. Landed in Rome after flight. Yeah, he's a pilot, isn't he? Loan deal from Chelsea will be formally completed and signed on Wednesday. Fair enough. But Lukaku in Rome. Let's just have a look if there are any other bits of news that have come out at this point in time. Let's have a quick look here. Doesn't look like there is anything coming out at this point in time, people. No, doesn't look like it. Yeah, Lukaku arriving in Rome, and is he? He's waving. He's tapped his heart. Fair, loves them already. Yeah, is what it is. So, yeah, doesn't seem like any further news has come, guys. So yeah, game in the cup tomorrow. Anything under 3-0 is unacceptable. Anyone know if Wednesday's game will be on TalkSport? Yep, there's going to be commentary on TalkSport 2. I think it is. TalkSport 2 will have commentary, but there's no televised stuff. Connor to Bayern, apparently there was a rumor of that. They're interested, but let's wait and see. And that they're not going to spend the money we want. Hope we never see him again, though. I agree. They have alternative options, but I think it will be that Cucurella deal should get done, in my opinion. But yeah, guys, AFC Wimbledon tomorrow night. Let's wait and see what happens in that one. I will be back tomorrow, people, with another daily transfer update. Possibly going to the game, not fully sure yet. If I'm not, guys, I'll bring you a watch along for the game tomorrow if I am not there. So stay tuned for that. Let's wait and see what happens. I say I won't be back tonight. I could be if some major news breaks through. But yeah, guys, let's hope for some more positive news, whether it's Marcus Edwards or we go back in for Smith Rowe. Who could it be? A mystery person? Cucurella to obviously United, gathering pace. But yeah, people, thanks for tuning in as always. Big yourselves up. Make sure you smash a like on the way out. Please hit that subscribe button as well. And I'll catch you again tomorrow. Up the Chelsea and peace out, people.